All right, all right. Well, first of all, let me just say on this Shabbat Shalom to everyone. This is Dr. Yehoshua ben Ephraim or Dr. Yehoshua ben Ephraim. For simplicity's sake, the date is August 15th, 2020. Now, I know it has been quite some time since you all have heard my voice, so I don't know, maybe this is what kind of, catapulted me back into being active with these videos. I have about 25 teaching videos already. I accomplished my mission, and I went on to do other things. Currently, I'm a full-time actual doctoral student, so that's been taking a lot of my time. But yeah, I made a post the other day about Kamala Harris. She was Biden, ex-vice president, chose her to be his running mate, and I made a post about it. I vented. I had some concerns. I had an opinion on it, and I wanted to be respectful. I wanted everyone to give their opinion on it, and everything. So I did this. I feel like videos are a lot better, especially like when you hear my voice, you hear the inflections, you hear the the emotion, in my voice, right? Now that the intention of that post was not to bash her in any way. This is not about anything racial or anything like that. It's about her actions. I don't know her personally, right? Really, I know she was Attorney General for the state of California, the state I lived for 13 years. I know what her policies did to a lot of African American men, right? Things like that. So there was a reason why I said I feel the way I do, and justifiably so. Okay, my thing is, yes, in the current climate of what's been going on with the current administration, it's real easy to say, well, yes, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are the lesser of two evils, or whatever the case may be. That may or may not be true. However, that doesn't mean that because they're not as bad or whatever the case may be as the current administration, that it's still good for us. You understand? So it's not even about that to me. And for some reason, a lot of our people, they have a big point of contention with her race or her ethnicity. Saying she's not black. She's not black. Well, we talked about that briefly too. I saw a picture of her mom and her dad. Rest in peace to her mom, because her mom is no longer with us. But clearly, her mom. I seen pictures of her mom. Her mom looks like an Indian woman. But her father looks kind of Indian too. Mixed at least. I don't know. But we all know, being E1B1A, that you can't always go by looks. So we don't know her father. His nationality is Jamaican, right? But he could very well be Jacob. He could very well be E1B1A. We don't know until or unless we know his parental history or his Y-DNA haplotype, straight up. So that's not even my point of contention. But I think what my people are saying when they say that she's not black is that she's not, quote unquote, African American black. She's not like us. Her people did not come over here to North America during the transatlantic slave trade. Her experiences are not our experiences. That's what my people are saying. Okay, and they have a right to say that. They have a right to feel what they do. They pitched Obama to us too, because he, quote unquote, looked like us. And how did that work out? To me, Kamala Harris, she looks like a light-skinned sister, right? But again, that's her race is not a point of contention to me. She's black, but she's not African American black. Clearly, you look at her and she looks like a black woman, but she's not African American black. And I think that's what my people are trying to relay. And that's why they just keep harping on that, because she's not black, she's not black, she's not black. What they're really saying is that she's not black like us. She's not African American black. As a matter of fact, I understand that her father even got on her about claiming to be, quote unquote, an African American, because that's not what she is. All right, so again, I'm not so much concerned about that, more so than I'm concerned with who she's aligned herself with. Let me explain something to you people who just don't understand or get why it would matter who she's married to. First of all, why is it that he's just coming out now? Why is it she never talked about him and he never appeared with her in public anywhere while she was campaigning? Think about that. Why? Because she knew, and they knew, that would be a point of contention on both sides of the aisle. But it's deeper than that to me. Okay, who someone is married to? Listen, his name is Douglas Emhoff. Okay, he is from Brooklyn, New York. He's an attorney. All right, And they say he's of Jewish ancestry. First of all, that's a misnomer. There's no such thing as Jewish ancestry. You can't. No, stop it, knock it off. He's a converted Jew. That's his religion. Okay, he's a converted Jew. There isn't a gene for Jewish. Okay, knock it off. And if he's not E1B1A, he's not even an original Hebrew Israelite. So let's not even go there, right? So my thing is, can you really trust someone who's sleeping with your potential enemy, what they're saying behind closed doors? That's why I made the post and I said, I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear the conversation between her and Mr. Emhoff about all the unarmed black men and women being killed at the hands of white police officers. Yeah, I would love to hear that conversation. But guess what? We're not. We don't know what Kamala Harris really feels in her heart about that. We don't know what this Mr. Emhoff really feels in his heart. We don't know what they talk about at night behind closed doors. And that's my point. How can you really trust the words of someone who's sleeping with your enemy? Listen, when I say enemy, I'm not talking about Mr. Emhoff as a direct enemy of our people. But what I'm saying is he is an Ashkenazi Jew, and someone posted that, and I did the research real quick, and it's true. He does practice Judaism. He's quote unquote Jewish, right? And we all know that that's like Jew. We're not gonna get into that, okay? So we know the history, and I'm not going to get into that today because it's just too much, and I've already covered a lot of that anyway. We know the history of Ashkenazi Jews with our people. We know their roles in the transatlantic slave trade. We know all about the relationships between so-called Jewish people and our people. Okay, so when I say the enemy of our people, I'm talking about the history of what they've known to be to us and with us, right? And he's a part of that. Right? He is a part of that. So that was my point. Yeah, you Negroes are just plain dumb if you don't think it matters who the person that you're supposedly representing is aligned with. It most certainly does matter. Okay, because you don't know, you can't trust what's being said behind closed doors about you, how it can affect you and your family. Y'all just because she looks like a looks like a light-skinned black woman and they're better than Trump or whatever, you're just jumping on that. Well, no, listen, if that's the alternative, we're still losing. Okay? Because listen, for you to get behind someone, right, and support them for presidency or vice presidency of the United States, there has to be a certain level of trust, of electability. The reason why a lot of blacks who sat out when Trump ran, because quite frankly and honestly, we didn't like Trump, and a lot of us didn't like Hillary. That's the bottom line. That's why we sat out. Because nah, you know what? We good. We're gonna head out. You know, we good on that. And that's what happened. Right? So, you know, and that's what Biden did, whether he knows it or not, by selecting Ms. Harris. He essentially split the black vote. Now we'll see if that's exactly what he did, but from what I'm seeing, that it looks like that's exactly what he did. He split the black vote because a lot of black women are on board. Okay, they, you know, of course, they don't care that she's married to this quote unquote Jewish white man whose people have an anonymous history with our people. They don't care about any of that. They just figure she's black and, you know, she's VP and yeah, we're going to jump on board. But most black men that knows her history, her actions of things that she's done, right, as Attorney General for the state of California, things that she said, you know, trying to, you know, to pander and just, you know, they're not on board the most part. I don't see an abundance of black men being on board with Kamala Harris as VP. And again, let me reiterate this and voice this to all our sisters out there and some of our brothers. This video and my post was not to bash her or bring her down. Okay, let's not even go there with that. Okay, everyone that knows me, knows Dr. Eve, they know how I get down. Okay, I'm thorough and I'm for my people, no doubt about it. Okay, and someone said, well, so I think someone said, well, why didn't one of y'all run for president, whatever the case may be? Because Negroes like me, could never be president. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Negroes like me could never be president. There'll never be a descendant from the transatlantic slave trade that would ever be the president of the United States. Period. And I'm not going to get into that, but go to scripture. Okay, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm descended from. Okay, a Negro or a black like me could never be president. And I'm going to leave that there. So, while y'all jumping on the bandwagon and jumping about, oh yeah, this and that, and HBCU and da-da-da-da, man, all that super frivolous bullshit. Excuse my French, but none of that means nothing when it comes to policies that affect us as a people, when it comes to being poor, to being economically disadvantaged, to being systematically disadvantaged. And we're all those things, right? And so, yeah, it does matter. All that stuff about, all that other stuff is just it's immaterial to our conditions as black people in this country, and especially in this environment. Okay, you're not going to tell me. And I'm about to get real here, okay? And I'm speaking from the heart, and I do not mean to be disrespectful, but you're not going to tell me that a bunch of black people in America, with everything that's going on, especially as a black man, we spend so much time bashing each other, not loving each other. You're not going to tell me that in this current environment of all these black men and women losing their lives, unarmed black men and women losing their lives at the hands of armed white police officers who were sworn to protect us. Okay? They are sworn to protect us, not act like the criminal, not be the criminal and kill us. They're supposed to protect us from the criminals. Okay? Crime is crime. It doesn't matter who commits it on who, and if you commit a crime, then you need to pay for that crime. Okay, cops aren't supposed to be killing unarmed black men and women, period. And that's what many of you are missing and mixing up with this whole Black Lives Matter thing. Conceptually, yes, Black Lives does matter, but that whole movement, that whole movement is actually rooted in feminism, and I'm not going to even get into that. Like, conceptually, yes, y'all know I love my people. Our black lives do matter. But that movement, no, that's not our movement, man. It's not. And I'm not going to, I'm going to do another video for that one day. We'll get into that. But conceptually, yes, y'all know I love my people. I got over 25 teaching videos. I'm the one that introduced the E1B1A to the masses by grace and mercy of the Most High, and I never made a single dime from any of my teachings, okay? Come on now. Never made a dime, never asked anyone for any money, nothing. Just my time, energy, and effort because I truly love my people. So knock it off, okay? So, and that's what it is, so, my thing is this. So don't try to take my words or to twist them or to misconstrue them, whatever the case may be. Nah, that's not what this is about. Okay. That's not what this is about. And, I just wanted to let y'all know that, yes, we have a right to voice our opinion, respectfully. And I have the platform to do that, but again, and not to kind of get back on the point I was trying to make, is that this is not the environment for a so-called black woman in this environment of black men and women losing their lives at the hands of armed white police officers to flaunt in our face her being married to a white man. I mean, come on, man. Like that, you talk about insult to injury. Like seriously? Like, what black man is going to jump on board with that? That's truly you don't even have to be woke to see just how mucked up that is. Like, seriously? Like, this is not the time. Listen, we'll see, man. We'll see. But sister said on the board that to think about it and this and that. But listen, and I'm not going to go on a tangent. I think this has kind of catapulted me to get back into the game, if you will. My voices be heard for us because, this is a platform I've built. We all know. But then I kind of stepped away. Like I said, I'm doing other things. But I really think Biden choosing Ms. Harris has split the black vote amongst black men and black women. And what is that reminiscent of? Willie Lynch. Right? Willie Lynch. You put the old against the young, the black man against the black woman, and I mean, and that's how you keep us off kilter. That's how you keep us unbalanced, right? And so that's what he's done. We'll see. You know, I'm at a position where it's like, you know, do I really want to just bite the bullet and cast a vote with her on the ticket? I don't know. I mean, right now today, I say no. You know, I'm inclined to sit this one out. You know, but I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I do know that in our current condition, with everything that's going on with the current administration, now they're talking about messing with the post office, you know, with the postal service. I mean, it's just every other day there's something new, right? And so I don't know. Yeah, I get it, the whole lesser of two evils, but it doesn't make it any less evil though, or whatever, right? And listen, people, I don't care if someone happens to quote unquote look like me, has my complexion or whatever the case. That means nothing to me, and it should mean nothing to you. What does that person believe? What are their ideologies? How does what they believe going to affect me and my family? That's how black people, we are the easiest to kill because we are so damn naive. You know, you give us, you know, say a few nice words and look like us and we'll jump on like you the damn Messiah. Like, knock it off already. It's like, knock it off, man. Our people are just so, we are the best and the worst. I swear to God, I love us, man. I do. We need to love and value each other more. But we are the best, and we represent the best and the worst, man. You can't tell us nothing. We are still the stiff-necked people our ancestors were, and why the hell we were cursed and kicked off our own land. I'm not even gonna get into that either. But I love us, man. But we have to open up our eyes and our ears, man, and stop letting people pee on your head and tell you it's rain. Okay, knock it off, man. We have every right to voice our opinions on Kamala Harris. You understand what I'm saying? We do. We do, and no one's going to take that away because, you know, you can't just pitch me anything and I just jump on board. Nah, that's not how it works. You know, especially if you tell them, oh, this person is black and they're trying to proclaim themselves to be this. Oh, you're me. Oh, okay. So if you're me and you had my experiences and you think like me and my people, then yeah, you would and could be a strong advocate for black people, you know, being in the position that you're in. But if that's not what you really feel, if that's not what you really think, if you don't think as a quote unquote African American person, how can I trust to know that you're what you're talking about behind closed doors with someone who's purported to be the people of our enemy or from the people that's proven to be enemies of our people? And that's just being real, okay? And I'm not knocking him or anyone specifically or putting any names out there, nothing like that. But I'm just generally saying, right? We have a right to voice our opinion on this. So that's what we're doing. And you know what? I really think that this is going to be the thing that catapults me back into the game. And I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of rushing. I went on a little, you know, quick little tangent, but listen, I still love you guys, every single one of y'all, all of you who support me all across the world, all my fans in Africa, all my supporters in Africa, all over the world. I love y'all. I see y'all comments. I see y'all representing for me still on YouTube, even though I haven't been on YouTube in forever. And I really think this is going to be the one that's going to kind of get me back in the game because my voice, we definitely need a voice for us. All right. So on that note, you guys take care. Rest on this Shabbat and Shabbat Shalom. Ahaya by Hashem, Yeshua HaMashiach.